Daily Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. We've come along to Tayport and today I am looking for some beach plastic because as promised I'm going to make some art with found plastic from the beach. And of course if we find a couple of really nice sea glass treasures then we're going to take those as well. Now let's go and see what we can find. So we're kind of running towards that wee slither of sun that is there because it's awfully cold here, but I've just seen a couple of really cool things down here and I think we should take a minute to have a look. Let's see if you can see what I've just seen. There is something and it's really quite amazing and I just saw it. I was kind of running past it, and if I'm a wee bit out of breath that is because we're trying to get fast into the last rays of sun. Now that's a first find and you can maybe see a really cute air bubble in there. Really nice smooth piece of sea foam. Now you can see I'm wearing my gloves but they're actually a little bit big. So there we are, back to that lovely piece. So that's a lovely piece of sea foam with an air bubble in it. I'm taking that now, but what I've also seen is right there and I wonder if you know what it is. If you do, shout at the screen, tell me, pick up, what is it? Okay, let's go take it. It's a half clay marble, look. And we've been asked before if when we find a marble or when you found a marble and we get sent pictures and it looks like this, I was like, is it still a marble or what is it? Yes, it's a marble and it just broke in half. So you know, with all the wave action against the rocks, these things do break, and especially if they're glass or clay like this one, but they still make really amazing little treasures. So that's my second treasure of the day. And I've seen another one and it's right up there, and that's kind of what we're looking for today. There's a bit of plastic here. No, actually that's a bit of paper, so I can leave that here, that will disintegrate. But this here kind of looks a bit like a Smarties lid, but I don't think it is. Really nice bright piece of orange. Perfect, that'll look so cool in one of our art pictures. But there's something else here. I'm going to step back a little bit here. You can probably see it because it's a really bright colour and it's not plastic. It is kind of what I had hoped for. It's a piece of lovely sea glass. Now let's take this, I'll put it a bit closer here. Okay, now that looks, from the colour, I'm going to say that might have been milk of magnesia bottle because it's not as cobalt blue as the poison bottles would be. You can try and hold it against this. Oh look, the sun's going behind the hill there. I don't think that'll help. Maybe you can see it's just blue. So look, it's blue in the blue sky. I think I'm gonna have to get a wiggle on, as they say, and catch up with Craig to catch the last rays of sun.
Not sure if you can see it, but right there in the distance there's the lighthouse of Tayport. So you have a fair idea where we are. We're quite a long way up this stretch of the river, and then we'd normally come, but as you can see we're still a fair distance away from that bridge. Now today, with the weather being super chilly, we thought we would run up this end because we had a lot of good luck here the last time we were out here. We realised that we were finding far more up here than we were ever finding around the lighthouse. So we thought, why not get up here, start up here, and we'll work our way towards the lighthouse. Seemed to make sense. Well, yeah, it did until we realised that it was sub-zero temperatures. It's really chilly today. And Nicole is in the search for plastics. Now, this is not plastic. You can see I'm wearing my glovies today. It's that cold. Now, this is not plastic. It's a piece of green sea glass. A wee bit of shiny on it, quite big, and an awkward shape. So we're going to leave that there now. And I'm sure there's lots and lots of wee treasures to be found as we make our way back down towards the lighthouse. So, let's get looking. There's that. It's an odd looking wishing stone, this one. If it is a wishing stone, you can turn it, you can see the big line there. It is actually a wishing stone. It's not very round. It's quite flat. You could probably skim that. I've never been very good at skimming. I only ever managed to get a couple. I don't know. Let's go give it a try anyway. Now you can see it's not super low tide today by any stretch. But anyway, let's see. I'll make a wish, see if I can skim this and see if I can film it at the same time. That's the trick. So now let's see how far it'll go. Oh well, mission accomplished. I managed to throw it into the water. Not a single skip. You see we've got a low winter sun today. So far a lot of havering, not much finding apart from one piece of sea glass that I left behind, and that wishing stone. Quite a remarkable wishing stone, but nonetheless no skimming to be had from it. Now, oh no, that's quite cool. You see that? There's a wee pair of bits of blue. Now I wonder if they came from the same thing. That's really thick. I think there's a letter A on the bottom of that as well. Let's see. Try and put that there so we can see it. Yeah. Now, can you see the A? There's a letter A right there. Now that, is it the same colour? Now these then came from two different bottles. Now it's pretty obvious actually, because you can see that the one on the right is much darker than the one on the left. Both really nice wee bits of sea glass though, so I'm going to have to take them. Lovely. Now, just off to the side of that, there's this. Now I don't recognise the pattern. Can you see that there's very thick white glass? It's got to have been a bottle. My guess is it's one of these aerated water bottles that would have done, you know, maybe driven around in a van delivering bottles of juice to people's doors. But I don't recognise that motif. If you recognise the motif, if you're from the Dundee area and you think you recognise that bottle, please do let us know in the comments. It's a really nice geometric pattern. Now I'm just going to pocket these wee finds and see what else we can see.
So it turns out there are quite a few treasures here, and they might not look like treasures just now, but once they're clean and put into a frame, I am sure you will recognise them as really cool treasures. Now, of course we are going to pick up a few things that are not plastic, and I've just spotted one, and you can probably tell by the ridges that it's a poison bottle. Now this is really cool. Look, that's an absolutely stunning piece of poison bottle. It's really nicely frosted, and I know that blue sea glass is a little thinner and it's a bit more fragile than your white or sea foam, so it's really nice to see when these pieces are really lovely frosted. Now I'm wondering if this could be a pendant, and I'm turning it around thinking, would it be this way around or maybe this way? Kind of looks a bit like it could be a ship's sail. Right, I can see something else here. There's two things I can see. Now there's one, it's a very typical find from Scotland, and it's just there. It's a bit of a golf tee. I just need a golf ball, a wee star find. I've not found a golf ball in ages. But there's also this piece here, and that's quite intriguing. I hope you can see it. There's some sort of writing on it. It looks like it's a J and maybe an A in a sort of script. That's a really cool piece. I don't know what it's from. Maybe some local juice. I think you can see it now. You see the I and the E? That's cool. I might leave that here though, who knows. Okay, what else is here? I've just spotted there's a big bottle bottom here. Now there's some numbers on it as well. Okay, I think it works better if I hold it against the light. I'm not sure. Does it? Can you see it? I'm trying to find the best light here. Okay, now what it says is R942 200 UGB. Okay, I think I might leave that here because it's not particularly well frosted, but I'm definitely going to take my my golf tee. And oh, can you see it? I think there's maybe two things there, but one thing is I think it's a Smarties lid. There's always the anticipation. What letter could it be? Smarties were like little chocolate drudgy, a bit like M&M's now. You can still buy Smarties here and in Germany. Now these were made by Roundtrees. It says that in the lid. Now let's see, what do you think? What letters on it? I think we need 2 more letters for our alphabet. I think it's a C and an L. Oh, it's an S. S for Smarties. Ooh, and for really, really cold. Obviously that's not true. Now there's a bit of blue here. It looks quite shiny. It is quite shiny. I think that'll probably find its way into one of our loose sea glass lots, or maybe it'll become a gift when somebody orders something. What does it look like? It looks a bit like a, you know, like an outline of a country. Like I always like when people find pieces and it's like, oh, this is like, I don't know what country. That was Spain, maybe. That could be Spain, or maybe Portugal. Okay, what else is here? Oh, I think this is as Craig once called it, the butter zone. Well, there's 2 pieces now. One piece is glass and one piece is plastic. This piece is plastic and it looks like it's a bit of an ice cream spoon. I always like to use these in my beach plastic art. They make really, really nice sort of sea floors. So I've got 2 pieces of plastic here, and there's another piece of blue here. Now that is also quite cobalt blue. It looks like the edge of a bottle. You can maybe just see that wee line there. It's quite shiny as well. So, well, I've got 2 potential gifts. 2 pieces for me, 2 pieces from the sea, and oh, before I move on, it's a ball bottom. Now that's a really nice one. It's really nicely frosted. All these things are always really nice for putting little treasures on. I wonder, maybe leave that here, because primarily I'm looking for a couple of pieces of plastic which I appear to have found today. Yeah, there's a few pieces here. Pop these in my pocket. There's something else there that looks like a bit of plastic. Take that. Okay. Ooh, it's really cold. I've read that it was -10 in the Highlands overnight, and it was apparently the coldest night on record for November in Scotland since the 90s. So, you know, and it's really, really windy.
I'm going to come up a wee bit higher up the shore here. We tend to have a bit more luck in amongst this the finer stones. But right now I'm seeing a couple of bits of glass. I'm not seeing any interesting plastic. If you remember, the last time we were here, that's quite a nice bit. It's just very plain. A wee bit of blue plastic there with some lettering on it. So I'll take that. But if you remember, the last time we were here, we found some amazing beads. I found a nice plastic, I think it was yellow, a yellow plastic bead that was in the shape of a shell. I can't remember what kind of shell it was either. Anyway, look, a nice bit of green glass. Definitely going to take that. It's a beautiful shape. Maybe that's a striation line there. I don't know if you can see that. But it's a nice shape and it's a nice colour, so we shall have that. Now, where is all the plastic that Nicole's after? Not seeing a great deal of it actually, which is a bit strange. We'd normally expect to see wee chunks of plasticky things up here, but instead today we're getting sea glass. Quite a fair bit of sea glass actually, if I start flinging it together. Some other bits and bobs there desperate to get in the way. You can see, now that bit, I've just flung that up there. I'm going to pause for a second to have a look at that, because there's a wee symbol on that. Can you see that, just on the right hand side? And there's a number as well, it looks like number 5. Now I'm not sure what else is on there. There might be something else. A wee bit of green glass as well, that's a bottleneck. Now I think out of this lot, the only pieces that I'm going to take are this, because it's quite an interesting bottleneck. Looks like it had a screw top, but it then had these other markings on it, and I'm not sure what that might identify that as. So I'll take these 2 pieces, and maybe, what do you think? Should we take that piece? It has an interesting line, that's its only interesting feature. Got a lot of foliage blowing around today as well, just to make things even harder. Take this bit, but these big bits I think we'll just leave. So far, I mean, I think, oh, that's what we're looking for. You see it? Just in there. The wee plastic spoon. Now, I'm sure that's just the kind of thing. I know Nicole likes a bit of cutlery, normally metallic cutlery. But in lieu of metallic cutlery today, we'll have that wee plastic spoon. Now, do you know what would be good? I think Nicole's going to probably say this as well. If we find a Smarties lid that fills a gap in our collection. Oh, ya beezer! Now hang on, I don't think that fills a gap in our collection, but wouldn't you know it? Just talk about Smarties lids, and then there's a Smarties lid. There's actually more cutlery up here. I think I found the the plastic butter zone. Maybe not, but there's a fork or spoon to go with my little teaspoon. But this, nice we find. It looks weird actually, this one. I don't know why, but that looks like it's got a, looks like it came from a narrower tube, and I don't believe that Smarties ever made the tubes any thicker or thinner than at any other time. I think they were always the same. You can see it says Roundtree in there. Let's grab that, and there's a wee yellow thing in here as well. I think that's actually a piece of ceramic, and this is a fork. Okay, put fork, yellow ceramic. Oh, that's quite nice actually. It's got a wee blue design on the side of it there, and just off to the side, nice bright piece of green ceramics. So I think between these wee bits and bobs, I think that's not too bad. I'm going to swoop these up, and I'm going to get along the beach, and I'll see how Nicole's doing.
is a star find, and I expect there will be stars around this. Can you tell what it is yet? It looks like maybe some sort of welder's helmet. I wonder if that's still usable. Remember the other week we found a pot and it looked like it was brand new. Now this welder's helmet seems to have lost its protection, but oh look, this has been in the sea for a long time. It's got barnacles growing on it. So a wee sticker there. Kind of tempted to put that on. Okay, let's just put it on for a second. Okay, if you can't recognize me now, it's because I'm wearing a welder's helmet. Okay, is that a star find? What do you think? I think so. I wonder if Craig's seen it yet. Should I take it along maybe? Okay, let's move on. It's getting rather cold and I have no idea where Craig is actually. He must be blending in with the surroundings here. I think I'm going to go towards the lighthouse now and see what Craig's been up to, and see if I can find Craig.
It's a cold one today. I've just come from over there and there are still rock pools over there that are iced over entirely. Now I'm heading over to catch up with Nicole, who you can maybe see just over there by the tree. But on my way I saw this. Can you see it? It's quite cool. It's a kick up just here. Now it must have been from a really kind of narrow wee bottle, but look at that. Is it? I mean, it is a kick up. It's the bottom of a bottle, or should I say it's the bottom of a bottle. But I don't know. That's really interesting, because I didn't expect to see it so smooth on that side. I expected to see it kind of concave because of this. That's very cool. Gotta have that. Now, yeah, there you go. It's a wee bit green. I don't think we'll be able to see through that kick up though. It's just too thick. Right, let's catch up with Nicole, and I think we'll have a look at what we've found so far, and then because it is a Baltic gold, I think what we'll do is we'll maybe make our way back up along the coast here towards that lighthouse, and we shall see if we can find anything else. How have you been doing?
I found two cool things now.
I see one thing there that's quite an obvious find. It's quite a big find. Yeah, it's been in the water a while as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got barnacles on it and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
A welder's mask, and I've also found half a swing toe stopper, and it's really severed in half.
Oh wow, okay.
So that's cool. I found two things.
Oops,
oh,
I just dropped something. Yeah, now I was going to say, I wonder if that stopper that you found came from that bottle. Check the bottom of that though, it's really smooth and rounded.
Oh, that's really lovely. You know, they went this way and then it went back down here, and that was the bottom of the bottle, and then it came back up here. So that is the pontile mark really, and it's called a kick up, and you probably know that already. Yeah.
Let's have a wee look at what we've found so far. We could haver on about that all day, I tell you. Now, my guess is that I've found more of one thing than you have.
Oh,
now,
right.
Nicole hasn't seen any of this, so I'm just going to pile it out here for the minute. And we'll need to keep a hold of these. Oh no! I've lost my spoon. There it is. Hang on. Right, now hopefully we're going to secure these light plastic finds. Just going to pile this stuff out there, and then we'll decide what we want to keep, if anything. So found a couple of bits of blue there, another bit of plastic there, a couple of bits of ceramic. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn the camera off because this is tedious watching this all just get piled like this, right? And we shall come back to you in just a second.
Okay, let's take a look at our best finds of the day before they fly away and before we freeze. So
it's quite parky in it today. Now, Nicole's been looking for plastic, and I think we've done okay with the plastics. Maybe you can talk through from that side on what you've found, and my finds are more up to this side, so I'll cover them as we get there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm actually really happy with the finds that I've made. It's a mix of plastic and sea glass. So there's top of a rocket and a golf tee.
You can see the golf tee there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it there.
The ever elusive Q-tip.
Elusive?
Elusive?
Well, it is
No.
on this beach actually, you don't find many of them.
Yeah, I meant they're everywhere. And it's a half swing top stopper. Now I found a couple of pieces of poison bottle sea glass, and I found this lovely clay marble, or it's a partial clay marble. My favourite piece of pottery is this piece here, because it has a make us mark on it, or probably the pattern, and it's an NO, so it's a number, and N, it's a really lovely piece because it's like Nicole. So
What's this?
it's a lid, it's a really worn
right,
plastic
yeah, okay.
lid. And then we found, you found a couple of Smarties lids and I found a couple. So I found an S and a P, PS, PS, I love you.
No. It says, okay. Now, Nicole's found a P, I've found a D. That must be a D then, if that's a P, eh?
Oh, it could be a lowercase a P or a Q, yeah, it could be a D, yeah. The uppercase and lowercase letters.
And there's a wee E there as well.
Yeah,
A couple bits of glass, some nice textured bits in that. I don't know,
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
that comes up. I hope that picks up in the camera. It looks like it is. And this looks like the top of an old Bonaccord bottle, but I could be wrong.
All right.
But this is the one. You can see there's also a bunch of sort of like poison bottle blue bits there. You
Yeah.
can see I'm probably rushing through today, that's because I'm freezing. And anyway, it's this piece, I don't know what that design comes from. And I've said, you know, anybody who's watching this who might recognise that,
Yeah.
please let us know if you recognise that kind of that pattern on the bottle from back when these things were delivered, which I
Yeah.
suspect it was.
It might be a local bottle, so anybody who's maybe a bit more local might know better.
That would be
But
my
yeah, I
guess.
also don't know what it is. That looks like it's got a couple of bottle makers marks on it. But yeah, really cool finds.
Yeah, and this also has some some marking. There's an A on the
Losing
bottom.
bits.
We're going to grab that in a second. Let's just swoop this up then, and we'll get ourselves back along to the car. And on the way, we'll see if we can make any other cool finds. Well, we're heading back and keeping our eyes peeled, but at the minute you can see, well, maybe you can, I don't know, but you can see the lighthouse is ahead of us, and it's the promise of a warm car and possibly a warm drink later. Now, Nicole just pointed to the ground and saw this just as we were coming down. I know what that is, do you?
I don't know, it looks like something out of Star Wars, together with my welding helmet. I think I'm all dressed for some sort of cosplay.
So Nicole's found a ray gun. Actually, it's not a ray gun. What I suspect it is a fishing reel, I think. I could be wrong, but I think this bit here attaches to the rod, and there would be a wee crank handle here, and it'll burrow round and it'll pull the... Anyway, let's take that. I'm going to pass that along to
Thank you.
Nicole. But that, I don't know, I should have probably cried star find for that, but I do believe Nicole's already made a star find, and I hope made a suitable hullabaloo about such find.
And I expect stars around my star find.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll put circling birds or something like that. For now, what's that?
Oh, what's that? That's red. I can see it's red. Do you think it's glass? Okay.
There's quite a lot of it for it to be here and be glass, which makes me suspect that it maybe isn't. But then we are looking for plastic today, so is it glass? Is it plastic? What do you reckon, folks? You have 5 seconds to decide. 1, 2. I'm going to put big numbers just here. 3, 4, 5. Let's grab it.
If it's glass, I'm going to eat my hat. Ha ha ha.
Nicole's not wearing a hat. There we go. It sounds like plastic to me.
Oh, okay. It looks kind of old-fashioned though. It looks like a vase, maybe.
It's got that ring of old plastic. Now, well, let's have a wee look at that. That's quite.
Beautiful red cover.
It's quite cool, isn't it? You know, I mean, if whoa, Craig's blinding himself again. I hope you can see that.
Reminds me of the kind of cranberry glass that we find on the bottle dump, and sometimes when we find a pink piece of glass here. But yeah, that's definitely plastic.
Yeah. That's a shame. I mean, I would have been ultra surprised if that had been glass. You know, even at the bottle dumps, we tend not to find a large piece like that that isn't quite badly damaged.
Yeah.
So that's about as big as it gets for the, well, it is plastic though. I'm going to get off these. These stones are hard to walk on. These stones are much more pleasant. So we're going to make our way back along towards the car on the more pleasant stones.
Now we had a really lovely day here, although it's very cold. Now my question to you is, what's your favourite find? Is it the Star Wars cosplay outfit, or is it this amazing red vase? Just before we get going, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. An extra special thanks goes out to everybody who's been supporting the channel through Etsy and through your Ko-fi donations. That makes a massive difference and it keeps the lights on. Now, we really got to get inside. See you next week.